All right. It looks like we're live. My name is Manny Wolf, and I want to thank you for joining me, whether you're joining me now or you're joining me as a replay. If you're joining as a replay, please put replay below so I know. And today I want to talk a little bit about the plight of the coach, the author, the subject matter expert, and the aspiring speaker. What do they all have in common? Well, what they all have in common should be that they all want to get on stages to help build their business, spread their message, et cetera, et cetera. And if you are one of the ones who has tried this, then you know it can be very tough. It can be very tough to get started. At the minimum, it takes a tremendous amount of work. But at the maximum, it can just be it can make you give up because there's so much you have to do. There's just so much it takes to break in. And then once you break in, until you get to the point where you're being constantly invited, then speaking is a lot of work. Now, the speaking itself, that's the fun part. The client attraction that comes from it. In fact, I had one of my students last week get 50 hot leads from a speaking engagement she did. 50. And that was, let's see, so it was 2,000 people in the audience, and she got 50 leads. And that was like a low conversion, but just think of that, 50 leads, of which half of them are more than likely to sign up with her. Each new client for her represents an average lifetime value of $18,000. And she's probably going to get 25 clients from that one speaking engagement. Do the math. Because here's the thing. If you want client attraction, if you want more money, if you want authority, if you want credibility, if you want trust, then getting on stages should be part of your strategy. It should be part of your game plan because it does all those things so powerfully, so quickly, and so easily. So it brings us back full circle to how the hell do you get started? It can be brutal. It can be very, very brutal. You might want to join one of those speaker lead websites, Speaker Match, Speaker Hub, eSpeakers, Agent. And then you do join, and what happens is you just get a bunch of leads. And while that's great to start with, it can take you all day to fill out 5 or 6 proposals, right? Fill out 5 or 6 applications can take you several hours. And so it's very time intensive. It's very labor intensive. And so what happens, unfortunately, is a lot of people who have something that is really worth sharing wind up never getting out there. They never get out and make it happen because of all the work that it takes and the lack of support that's out there. So I don't know if this is you or not, but if you can relate to this, I'd love you to either send a thumbs up or a smiley face across the screen, or barring that, make a comment. Let me know. Does this relate? Can you understand this struggle? Do you know about this? Do you want to speak? Do you have a desire to get out there and do it and just wish that you had some support, someplace you could go where somebody was helping you out? Because I want to share with you something I'm very excited about, which is a new private group that I've started where not only do we provide you with hundreds of qualified speaking opportunities every month, hundreds of them, but we also have tons of meaningful speaker resources to help you get established. We have weekly coaching calls and training calls where we're going to be teaching you things about the industry. We're going to bring in guest experts who will also help you with various facets of moving your speaking career forward. Or if not your speaking career, the speaking part of your coaching career. And the best part about this, in my opinion, is it literally costs less than a latte every day. It costs less than a regular cup of coffee at Starbucks. So while there's an investment for it, it is dirt cheap. In fact, it's a little over $2 a day to join the group. In this group, again, not only will you get access to speaking leads all over the world, in all the, well, let's say this, not all over the world. Let's say America, Canada, the UK, and Australia, including New Zealand. So in those locations, we find, again, literally hundreds of speaking opportunities through all conceivable subjects and niches to help you. So if you're an author or an aspiring author, if you're in the process of writing a book, you should be thinking about, how do I get on stage once I have this book? Well, that's where we come in. If you are a coach and you would really like to put in the work but have an unfair advantage over other coaches, that's where we come in. Getting on stage, even free gigs, like the one I just told you about from my client, that was a free gig. She did not get paid, but she will very likely bring in 25 new clients from it at a lifetime average value of $18,000. You want it just for fun? Should we do a back of the napkin calculation on what that is? Ready for this? 18,000 times 25, $450,000. So I really want to impress upon you the potential that can come from speaking, the potential that can come from even getting in front of small rooms, much less a 2,000 person room, and sharing your story in a certain way, in a way that positions you and shows people that you're the expert. The upside is astronomical as to what it can create. And so having been in this business for a while, knowing that those who want to start speaking and those who maybe have started but are at the early part of their journey don't really have a lot of support, me and my business partner put together this group. Again, we're going to provide you hundreds of leads, calls for speakers every month, along with tons of resources, tons of trainings, tons of coaching that's going to help you to finally feel like someone's got your back through this whole process. And the goal, of course, is we're going to help you get on stages. But once you're on stage, we're going to help you monetize your opportunities. We're going to help you get the most ROI from every speaking gig. This is a really, really special and powerful thing, by the way, if I do say so myself. This is something that I don't know anyone else who's done this. I haven't seen it anywhere else. And for those who decide they want to be part of this and who really put in the work, they could add $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to their bottom line within a year. I mean, easily could happen like that. So this is just an announcement. I'm just letting you know that this group is going to be open in the next few days. So if you'd like to get in on the waiting list, just put a message in here or send me a message. If you know me already, send me a message. Tell me you'd like to be put on the waiting list, and I'll get you on the waiting list. We will have our enrollment page ready today or tomorrow, and the group will be opening probably tomorrow, the next day. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. So if you'd like to be part of this, if you'd like to check it out, and remember, it's less than a latte every day. It's less than a cup of coffee every day from Starbucks. And in exchange for that, you're going to have all the support, the resources, the help, and the guidance that you need in order to get on those stages, get maximum ROI from every event, and start really growing your authority for 2020, really growing your business for 2020, your impact, your income, and your influence. I'm going to show you how to do all of those things. Okay. If this sounds good to you, reach out to me or put a message in the chat and I'll get back to you. All right. Thank you very much.